Happy Friday! Happy weekend! How is everyone doing today? Hi Aiden, welcome on in. How are you today? Hi Elfkin, how are you today? Welcome on in. How are we today? We're gonna be finishing 7.1 today. I has the coffee. I think I'm ready. Whoa. There we go. Guidance of the Hetzo. Let's go. Let's go. Neon sign. Yeah, here. Yes. Also, just a warning. For some reason, I have not had my daily DC yet, so here's to hoping that we're not gonna have one. But yeah. Did I talk to these characters after my last thing? I can't remember, so I'm gonna read these again. I suspect the Alexandrians' plight reminds Alphino and Alize of the Garleans. Little wonder they feel compelled to assist in any way they can. The weekly routine of asking how is your arm? Hurting right now, but that's not because of the... It's okay. So it's doing better, but I had my fridge replaced. So I spent, no, it wasn't yesterday. I think it was the day before. I carried the old fridge out, or helped carry the old fridge out, and with my noodle arms, my arms are kind of sore. But that's not like tennis elbow pain. That's more like I have no upper body strength, and the moment I do something tiny, everything hurts. Don't melt the ice. No, seriously, my fridge was so freaking loud, and it kept getting louder and louder to the point where I was not able to sleep. Like, it was so loud I was not able to sleep. So I had it replaced, and now it's nice and quiet, and now I'm able to sleep again. But yeah, arm is doing good. It's doing better. It's healing. It's a process. It's getting there. I'm not Savage ready yet, but we're getting there. I actually haven't done any group content, like a dungeon or anything, since last stream, so I have not been pushing it. And I'm still playing Baldur's Gate 3 with a controller. But I do have to say, next time I stream Stardew, that's gonna be a keyboard and mouse day. Hi, Poil. Welcome on in. How are you today? Hello, cat and chat. How's it grinding? We are grinding some MSQ today. Accidentally missed last stream. Aww. Aww. We missed you. We had a bit of main story last stream. We did a dungeon. I fell into a hole. That was a proud moment for me. I missed you all too. How are you today? I met some members of Oblivion on my way back here. They themselves were returning after having paid their respects to Sphene. Decrypting files isn't the hard part. It's when the number of digits in a password is unknown that the long nights begin. Oh god. I'll stay here with Shale. There's a lot I can learn just from watching her. I share our friend's concern. It's not surprising that the Alexandrians are having difficulty coping with their grief, but still. Alright. Guidance of the Hetzo. Why do I feel like this is a little bit quiet? Let's try that. Geode's concern is writ plain upon his face. Alize isn't wrong. The mood out there is still grim. Some of the Turali remember a time before they were dependent on the Sol system, but even they're unsettled and wondering aloud if they'll have the chance to reunite with old friends and family before they pass on. With good reason, too. The journey home won't be an easy one for those who've grown old. That's why it's mostly been younger folk who've been leaving for Tyrol, ones with no elders to care for. Word of that problem has reached us in Tulialal. My brother is doing all he can to see that the Shaktural Railroad restored to operation. See the Shaktural Railroad restored to operation. Yes. So that people may come and go more freely. Unfortunately, the tracks only go as far as Vanguard, so some traveling by foot will still be necessary. Even so, the railroad would make things a sight easier. How long before it's back in service? I couldn't say. When I left for this visit, Koana seemed reluctant to make promises. But while Shale's working on the data, we could go and see the state of it for ourselves. To Shaloni Station then. I'll make sure to keep Koana informed. Falling into another hole. See, there was a battle. And during that battle, the middle of the arena became a hole. I just ran into it by accident. I'm proud. Got myself killed. My wrist still hurts, but hopefully not as bad. I've started seeing a psychologist. I posted some very important papers, and I have developed a bit of a crush on a girl at the place I am during the days. Busy weeks. Oh no! Oh no! Now I'm intrigued. I haven't caught up with any story at all. I love, Aiden, that in that story recap you added Cat fell into a hole. Yeah. The last boss in the new dungeon is a big bad bunny. It was a bunny. With braided hair. Alright, where are we going? Shaloti! Bunny with nasty pointy teeth. Lots of teeth. Yes, lots of teeth. And those teeth were pointing everywhere. Are we going into this building? Ah, yes. Oh, right. Hello. I missed this music. I've filled Koana in. He asks that we continue to support the Alexandrians as best we can. Love this music so much. I have it on repeat on my Orchestrion. Do you know, I've never really used the Orchestrion because I've always just had the like normal, when you're at home music playing, you know, the Lavender Beds music thing playing. But I actually started to make my first ever playlist for my home. I forgot about that song. Wait, do I even have that song? I don't even know if I have that song. Ever played Shadowrun Hong Kong? Do not mention lots of teeth. No, I have not. Do you have trauma? Vow of resolve and cat magi to boot. What can I do for you? We're hoping for some good news about the railroad. There's an increasing number of people looking to return to Tural that can't make the journey on foot. I see. As it happens, the Vow of Reason is also on his way here to take stock of the situation. Ah, scratch the on his way. Looking good, Aaronville. Did our little Bun Bun finally outgrow his old clothes? Resisting the urge, resisting the urge, resisting the urge. But any answer that has the word little Bun Bun, oh, that's tempting. You should have it if you've done all the blue quests in Heritage Found, if I remember it correctly. I think so. I think the only ones I haven't done are the yellow ones, because I'm doing all the side quests in order. I'm currently doing Shadowbringer's side quests. I'm a little bit behind. I picked the second option. I had to. See, I feel like I have to too. Did our little Bun Bun finally outgrow his old clothes? I have to, I'm sorry. Stop that. As you well know, my previous attire was that of a gleaner, and I have chosen a different path. It was time for a change. Oh, I love it. It's like the... Oh. He's wearing the gathering clothes. Or crafting. Gathering. Crafting. Wait, which one is that? Is this crafting or gathering? Hi, Skiff. Welcome on in. How are you today? Teasing Aaronville is mandatory. I love that. I feel so embarrassed that I can't tell whether this is the crafting or gathering. I want to say gathering. Isn't the crafting one that has the thing that goes across? Hi, I'm Vicky. Welcome on in. How are you today? Wait, which way is it? Which is gathering, which is crafting? Got a lurk. I have not finished 7.1 yet. Well, neither have I. I think apparently I got to about halfway through the patch last time, and I just started from that point now, so I should be about halfway-ish there. Time for me to go to the kitchen and get my no longer frozen pizza from the oven. Jealous! Although I'm getting my pizza today as well, so after stream. You're here about the railroad too? It was in part for my sake that the original Dawnblazer was sacrificed, so I felt it only right that I assist with its replacement. Speaking of which, I assume Lamati has explained the growing urgency of the need. What have you to report? The new locomotive was on track for completion, but we're having difficulty pulling her into the station, in a manner of speaking. You see, when we used the Dawnblazer to get into the dome, urgency outweighed all other considerations. But now we're back to our original problem: how to run the railroad without upsetting the inhabitants of Mawetsoan. Now my audio is too loud. That is the Ronique. Though the Hetzaro that follow them are none too pleased about their Hetzo being spooked by the noise of the locomotive either. The solution I've devised to quieten the railroad should address that complaint. But a silent train presents a different danger. The Ronique will need to be deterred from wandering across the tracks. No. And I suppose we can't just blow the whistle at them, or they'll panic and be put off their grazing again. Weren't the rail routes plotted to avoid the Ronique's preferred grazing areas, though? It's odd that they're getting so close in the first place. The Ronique's grazing patterns have shifted since the tracks were laid. I'm not certain why, but I intend to ask the people of Mewatsoan for their insight. As a major proponent of the railroad, I have a duty to assist in this matter. And I too would hear what the Hetsaro have to say about it. They are the ones most affected, after all. Hi, Cypher. Welcome on in. How are you today? I believe it would be best to begin by consulting their leader, Huato. The rest of you can accompany us to the Hetsaro encampment if you like. Now I have to check. I feel so embarrassed that I couldn't tell which is which. Yeah, see, it was the gathering one. Oh, it wasn't neither. It was different. That's why I couldn't tell. It was the gathering one, but it was missing the thing. That's why I couldn't tell. Okay, I'm gonna give myself that. The answer was sort of neither. He has a different kind of attire. I see. So it is basically the gathering one, just without the thing. Okay, got it. Which, by the way, now that I'm back to playing this a little bit more, I've started to do crafting and gathering for the new crafting and gathering set. So I have 2 more things to collect, and then I'm ready to start crafting them. Getting there. It feels so weird to be this behind on new patch stuff, but, you know, that's what you get when you fell cleave your arm to the death. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm doing fine. Tired, but fine. Oh. Have you not been sleeping well, or have you just been working hard? We won't get a new crafting gathering set until 7.3, right? I think so, yeah. Does anyone know when we're gonna start having relic stuff, by the way? Not sleeping well? The last 3 days I only slept 4 hours. Oh, I'm so sorry. I was just having issues like that because my fridge was so freaking loud, but now I got it replaced and now I'm sleeping like a baby again. Ugh, it's rough. With no sleep, trying to manage normal life is just... Ugh. I felt like I had energy until like noon, and after that I was just a zombie. So yeah, I feel that. Cat murdered her old fridge because too noisy. No, I just carried it away. I bet when the new Boja Eureka drops, we get relics. So it could be 7.3. We shall see. As committed as the Hetsaro are to tradition, they are amenable to the unfamiliar. Or so I am told. To think all of this can be packed up at a moment's notice to follow wherever the Ronique lead. Our prior visit to the Hetsaro was also on railroad business. Pray they do not take us for train enthusiasts. Maybe just Charlie. But yeah, see? It's the gathering one, but it's why is his outfit missing the thing that goes across? You have a piece missing from your outfit. Oh, and you don't have these things either. Oh, you got like a plain version. Because he looks sexier like that. Fair enough, fair enough. I will take it. Maybe it broke after getting too full of crafting materials. Just a correction, I only slept 4 hours each day the last 3 days. Rough, but not that rough. My last night with my old fridge, I slept for 1 hour. That was painful. That's Koana, Vow of Reason, is it not? I can scarce believe it. Scarce believe it. But, again, now I'm sleeping like a baby, so everything's good. 1 hour? How are you still alive? Well, that was a couple of days ago. I've had 2 full nights of sleep after that, so I'm good. I would be completely dead. Oh my god, I was. By noon, I had energy for the morning, but by noon I was like, yeah, I'm not lifing anymore. And that was after having multiple nights before that be like, I don't know, anywhere between 4 and 6 hours. You know, getting some sleep, but nowhere near enough. I've had a lot of sleep issues for various reasons here. There was a time when I stayed awake for 48 hours during uni because of back-to-back exams. How are you able to do the exams with no sleep? That's not healthy. 48 hours? Even 24 hours is rough. Ooh, cutscene. Passed them barely, but I passed them. That's the important thing. I don't think I've ever gone beyond 25 hours, and that wasn't pleasant. Oh. I'm not looking forward to that. I know I need to stay awake for like 24 hours when I go visit Blue, and I'm not looking forward to that. 24 hours, I'm gonna be like, hi. Vow of Resolve, Vow of Reason. I bid you welcome to our camp, but what brings you all the way to Miwatsuan? I thank you for seeing us. Our visit concerns the matter of the Dawntrail Railroad. Trolleys. I don't think my body is capable of even staying awake that long without breaking down. Sam. If I would... Nowadays I would behave like a drunkard and not keep me straight. I love it. You too have noted the Ronique's unexpected change in behavior then. My son, Geppetto, has been looking into this matter. Geppetto? Normally we'd expect the Ronique to keep to their favorite grounds nearby for a while yet. And despite a thorough search, we haven't found anything wrong with the quantity or quality of the grazing in Piarioanan and the Yautanan. Yet they refuse to keep to where they usually would, instead pushing westward, toward your railroad. I certainly see no cause for this unseasonal migration. Nevertheless, should they continue to move west, we will follow. As any true Hetsaro would, I suppose? As you may have surmised, I am of Hetsaro descent. My parents traveled with the Ronique as well, though I myself have no memory of the experience. I was left behind as a babe, you see, during such a migration. one of many sacrifices necessitated by a nomadic lifestyle, I'm forced to assume. But who would leave a baby behind? That makes me sad. I saw a video a long time ago where a guy went to the US for a weekend and kept his regular home awake in sleep hours and avoided jet lag completely. I'm not gonna be doing that. How's the MSQ treating you? Ooh, loving it so far. I really like the new dungeon. You could change your awake and sleep time before the trip so you're on blue time when you arrive. I could try. I'm pretty sure just being with Blue would keep her awake, jet lag or no. Fair. Yes, I'm not daydreaming here. Anyway, MSQ. Yes. A chance encounter with a kind Pelu merchant was the only reason I survived. Taking pity on me, he taught me his trade, that I might fend for myself. I became a stall keeper in Tuliolal's markets, and that is where the Dawn servant found and adopted me. I had already been in the palace some time when Lamati came to join us. Like me, she had been cast aside by her parents. I knew the pain of solitude and wanted to spare her that suffering. As this tiny child's new brother, I swore I would always be there for her. Aww. Truly, I have never heard of the Ronique choosing a path so arduous as to force such a terrible decision, nor of any Hetsaro willingly leaving their own flesh and blood behind. There must have been some exceptional circumstance. I cannot say. The idea of following their footsteps that I might better make excuses for their actions never much appealed to me. But if they had a good reason, wouldn't you want to know? Even if it might help you better understand the Ronique's current behavior? If they had a good reason, wouldn't you want to know? They really need to retire the ARR music. As is so often the case, you are correct. To me, I actually kind of like it that they use that same music sometimes because it kind of ties everything together. Like if we had completely new music always, I think it would kind of, in a way, alienate us from the rest of the game. So I feel like it's kind of like this thing that ties all of it together. Keeps it all together. But it's not sometimes though, it's always. That's fair. That's fair. Though my discomfort with the Hetsaro way may arise from fear of reopening old wounds, rather than blind fervor for innovation, it would nevertheless see me repeat past mistakes. And to refuse to learn one of our country's treasured traditions would make me a poor Dawn servant indeed. Hi, Myra! Welcome on in, how are you today? Please teach me of the Ronique and what they mean to you. I promise to listen with an open mind. I love this turn to Koala. Koala? He would be delighted. In the meantime, your companions are welcome to look around. Will you learn of the Hetsaro culture with me? I should like to approach this with the fervent curiosity that you and my sister share, but it would be useful to know whether I am doing it correctly. Took a shower and I feel so rejuvenated. And I'm here like greasy haired because, you know, I was supposed to shower last night, but I kept working until 11 p.m. when my bedtime is at 10 p.m. So I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna go to bed. Then it's settled. You'll learn more of the Ronique and we'll have a look around the plains. And perhaps in the process, we'll find the answers we seek. Happens all the time. I've been talking to Blue how I want to start this create this kind of boundary with myself where I don't work past 6 p.m. anymore. Because here's the thing, I don't have traditional working hours because I make my own hours and I work from home. It's really easy. Like if you just work whenever, it's really easy to start feeling like you're never actually off, that you're always at work in a way, and you're just, if you're not working, you're technically like just on a coffee break, but you still feel like you're at work in a way. So I've been trying to have this boundary where I wouldn't work past 6 p.m. Well, that went well. I would say it's going just as well as my boundary of no work on Sundays. It's going just as well. That's why midday showers happen. I love midday showers. Those are the best. I am not a morning shower person, and I also don't like evening showers, but midday showers, my god, those are the best. Hi, Babble Trees. Welcome on in. How are you today? Long time no talk. Last I saw you were blind frogging Savage. Did you end up clearing the tier? So, what happened is apparently I fell cleaved a little bit too hard, gave myself a tennis elbow, had to take over a month-long break from the game because I can't use the mouse at all. Now I'm at a point, I will react to that in a second. Now I'm at a point where I'm able to use the mouse again, but I'm nowhere near Savage ready, so it's unfinished right now. We're at the end of M3S. That's how far we got before I broke my arm. So yeah, that's what's been going on. Aiden, thank you so much for gifting Babble Trees a sub. That is very kind of you, thank you. I think that's why a lot of people try and set up a home office, even if it's just a tiny desk or table. But that's the thing, my desk is, this is where I live. I do all of my work in this setup, but I also do all my fun stuff in this setup. It's all in the same. So yeah, I don't know how to do that. Just living is basically work, so you'll never be off work even if you aren't working. Hoping for a quick recovery? Well, it's the recovering is happening. It's very slow. Tennis elbow recovery times are 6 to 12 months, so they are long recoveries. But I'm at a better point now. I'm at the point where I'm not in constant pain anymore. In the beginning, it was constant pain, no matter if I used the arm or not. That is gone. It's only really hurting if I'm doing the thing that caused it. But other than that, it's not hurting anymore. You mean start of M3S, since you need to relearn it again because you were away for so long? Oh, it's still very much in here. It's living in here. Grahatia motivation spam. Oh, I love it. Yes. I've done it so many times I can still remember the mechs even if it's been ages since. Yes. I miss Savages. I wish we could like go back to it right now, but I'm not Savage ready yet. Last stream, so last week, was the first time I did a dungeon since that whole thing. That was fine. I can do one dungeon, but that was kind of straining, and I can't do 2 dungeons back to back. So if I can't do 2 dungeons back to back, I'm definitely not Savage ready yet, but we're slowly getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. But yeah, fell cleaved a bit too hard. I was a crazy person. I had 2 streams a week of us doing Savages, and then we did re-clears off stream. But then I was also on my NA character with NA friends doing a session of Savages, like Savage progging for them, like they were behind. And then re-clears. So I was doing... Was it something like 16 hours of Savages? Doing like weekly? My arm did not like that. My arm did not like that. Last week was Kat making a Quistis impression by machine gunning YouTube videos. Are you talking about my posting schedule? I'm proud. I'm proud. I'm making progress. The healers rescuing you also contributed to your tennis elbow? No. No. Hi, Blackbird. Welcome on in. How are you today? My friend gets really upset when I call him a flat earther. He says the correct term is bulldozer operator. I see. Oh God. The schedule is working. We'll see if I'm gonna be able to hit my Saturday upload though, because I'm editing the M2S. That's 20 hours of footage. That's the reason why I was working until 11 p.m. last night, because I just couldn't stop. I physically could not make myself stop. I couldn't even stop to take a break to have dinner. I had dinner while editing. Up to 10 hours a week is considered mid-core. 16 is a ton. Yeah, and considering that I already have like a chronic, it's kind of a chronic tennis elbow because I've had it so many times and it's something that I really have to be mindful about. So yeah, 16 hours a week of doing Savages was a bit too much. So I've learned my lesson that next time when we head into Savages, I'm only gonna do them on you. I'm not gonna do them on 2 characters. Just 1. That's already like half of it gone. So you're saying you were locked in my editing? It was like an addiction. I could not stop. Maybe we need to add Unreal to our weekly re-clear schedule. Oh my god, I would love that. Yes. Imagine how easy Unreal re-clears are gonna be after all of the stuff that we've gone through with the Savages. Hi, Framsy. Welcome on in. How are you today? I'm super burnt on 14 personally. Oh no. Yeah, it's good to sometimes take a step back and, you know, put a little bit of distance to it, play other games, have a life, and then come back. Although my break was not optional. I had to. Aiden, thank you so much for gifting Framsy a sub. That is very kind of you. Thank you. I do Savage and Unreal on 2 characters, then I'm just sat waiting for reset. Well, I was doing that, although Unreal was not here back then yet, but I was doing that, and then on top of that, I'm on my journey on my completionist journey where I want to get every achievement in the game, so I was working really hard on those as well. And then, you know, playing all the other games, and it was just a lot. My arm just said no. I know some people didn't love Shaloni's story that much, but I'm so glad they're back to it so soon. I love this section in the patch. Aww. I think the Shaloni story bit was, I think the reason why it was perceived that way was just because of where it was in the story. Because it was that, like, the story was getting so hyped. Oh my god, we're finally gonna go into this place. And then it's like, nope, we're just gonna put a pin on it, we're gonna forget that it even exists for now, and we're gonna go to this thing that felt, at the time, felt like a completely random thing that had nothing to do with anything. I think that kind of made it feel worse. I think it was not a nice thing that they did for the Shaloni story. Alright. The quickest way to learn about our way of life is to do as we do. I hope you're not above manual labor. I am not the most experienced, I'm ashamed to admit, but I shall put forth every effort. That's all we ask. Take these tools. My god, the flute is back. Was it ever gone? Now, introduce yourself to anyone who looks busy and ask if you can help. They'll be happy to teach you what to do in exchange for another pair of hands to do it. Let us meet back here later to share what we've learned. You have a wind-up, Aerith. I'm jealous. Couldn't hear the flute because of the music and you talking. Fair enough. Alright. Oh, that's a lot of people. Okay. Flowers! Sorry. You're learning about the Hetsara way of life, are you? I may have a thing or two to share, but rather than talking your ear off, let me test your powers of deduction. I find the answers much easier to recall later if I arrived at them myself. Our Hetso provide us with something that we use in medicines, poultices and soap to drive away pests and to sustain our fires. What is it? Oh god, you're testing me? Oh, I'm gonna fail this. Hetso provide us with something that we use in medicines, poultices, soap. Is it dung again? Poil, did she type that before we got these options or after? Because if you did it before, I'm impressed. Yes, I did. Wait, which? Before? This or this? Yes. Dung is very useful. I have to answer it. Regardless of what the real answer is, I want to answer the dung, because I have trauma. Is it dung again? It sounds like there's a story there. But that is indeed the correct answer. GG, Poil. See, Poil is smart. We've discovered myriad uses for Ronique chips over time, each a boon to our way of life. Where there is a need, our Hetzo always provide. Dung. Dung is medicine? Success. Coil knows their shit. Oh, God. This won't do. The wind will go right through it. And me without my needle and sinew. I have a mending kit. Bone needles, sinew, scraps of hide, and other helpful mending accoutrements. Oh, these are precisely what I needed. I should be able to patch up the covering now. Given how often we pack up and reassemble our tents, they're bound to get their occasional tear. Fortunately, the Ronique hide they're made of is durable enough that we generally needn't worry. Okay. No worries. I mean, this makes more sense for you since you craft. I don't know how I brought up a whole kit. Oh yes, I have a lot of crafting mats. My inventory is always full. All of my retainers are full. My saddlebag is full. Everything's full. I have so much crap. Dung. I'm afraid I've finished with my tasks for the time being, but since you're so eager to learn about our way of life, why don't I tell you a bit about our migration customs? If you're here, you likely already know that the Ronique are our Hetzo, our guides, that we travel with through the turning of the seasons. We trust them to lead us to fertile lands, and all we need to survive. But you may not know that sometimes the herd splits into two, bound for different paths. On those occasions, we Hetzaro must also part with half of our number. That's horrible! You may think it is a strange and stressful custom, but over the years it has seen us visit new lands and broaden our horizons as a people. This too is the wisdom of the Hetzo. But you're basically splitting up potentially families and friends, and I don't like that. Inventory full of dung must be really smelly. It's fitting that I have this shirt on, because my mind went to Phoebe singing Smelly Cat. That's where my mind went to. So thanks for that. Now I've got that stuck in my head. Hi, what do you have to say? You're here to help? Well then, why don't I show you how to care for the Ronique's coat? Go ahead and run your fingers through it. Gently now. You're asking me to pet it? Thank you. Smelly cat, what are they feeding you? Dung, apparently. Yes. As you stroke the Ronique's coat, you note that many portions are shaggy and tangled. This one's fur is a bit overgrown, but a good brushing should thin it out. Would you like to give it a try? Yes! You need the right tool for the job, mind you. A comb of the type you're used to would just get lost in the tangle like it's not. I will brush it. I will brush it, yes. Oh, a sturdy brush suitable for grooming even the fluffiest of Ronique. Oh, they're fluffy. Ah, Geppetto sent a Ronique brush with you, did he? How like him. Now, just run it through our little patch run it through one little patch at a time, gently. Don't cats clean by licking their fur? Yes. Not this cat, though. You dutifully brush the Ronique until your arms grow weary from the prolonged battle with its coat. It appears much tidier now, though the same cannot be said for your clothes, which have acquired a new coat of their own. Oh yes. Well done. With less excess fur, our friend here will be more comfortable in the afternoon heat and less susceptible to illness. A combed coat also makes it easier for us to identify injuries, should the need arise. Aw, you're making me care for animals. I love you. Adopt a Ronique and call it Blue. You want me to name this kind of a creature after Blue. How do we think he's gonna feel about it? Blue is both a horse and a lizard. And a spider. I don't think he will mind it too much. I wish he could be here to hear that, but he's asleep again. Surely that exists as a mount in the game. Maybe? You need to trade 100k orange. Oh, it's that one. Okay. You smell of the grass and the wind. Better than dung. Almost misread that as 100k oranges. I feel like that would be less work. Which is a good thing, I promise. You could nearly be mistaken for one of us. You even look the part. I have to wonder how Valkoana is getting on. I assumed he would be reluctant to get his hands dirty, but it seems his wish to understand us was sincere. You smell like dung, you're one of us. There he is now. Apologies for my tardiness. I was tasked with grazing the Ronique and ended up rather far afield. I found myself wandering hither and thither at my companion's inclination. To force us back to the trail seemed inappropriate. But how was your own work? Have you anything to share? Hetzara life revolves around the Ronique, but in turn, the people receive all they need. The Ronique are treasured members of this community, as important as family. Ah, both! I'm gonna go with the cute one. Indeed, the Ronique provide for the Hetzaro, and in turn the Hetzaro are good to the Ronique, just as family should be. Mine is not the only way, though at times I lack the experience to know otherwise. My inability to conceive of how a decision might be right does not mean that it is wrong. My parents had a duty to the Ronique, as they did to me, and so I wonder if their leaving me behind was not so selfish as an act as I once believed. I have no way to know, of course, and regardless, this has no bearing on our present concerns. We are here in service of the people of Tyrol, after all. Nevertheless, I thank you for helping me find deeper meaning in what we've done today. And I will endeavor to remain curious, especially where the Hetso are concerned. I'm glad to hear that, Valkoana. You're welcome among our herd anytime. Our herd. Yay! Options. Gil! These character moments, learning about people's culture and themselves, is the part that Dawntrail shined at the most. I'm glad the story is taking some step back. Aww. Yeah, this guy is still here. Wow, that tail. They offered you food and you stole their money? They offered me food or money. I chose money. Because I have way too much food. I have a retainer that's like half full of just food. Why? Well, that's a good question. The warmth of family. Koana appears loath to part from his Ronique companion. Aww. Koana, how did it go? I believe I finally understand the significance of the Hetso. They nourish the Hetsaro as they grow, and provide warmth and companionship in a harsh and unpredictable world. They are the equal of any man, not beasts to be tamed. Moreover, Ronique are sensitive. Though we may treat their injuries or brush their coats to keep them hale, they must ever be free to follow their instincts and seek lands where they might thrive. The Hetsaro would never cage them, and neither should we. To control their migratory patterns or capture those who wander too close to the tracks is out of the question. Then it is particularly important to advance our original line of inquiry. Fortunately, we were able to visit the Ronique's once favored grazing grounds. As we were told, the grass looks fine, but the place is too quiet. It's not just the Ronique, even the birds and field mice have fled. We did encounter one pack of Ceratoraptors, but they looked to be passing through in a hurry. Typically, that sort of behavior is in the fauna would be associated with the natural disasters, earthquakes, landslides, and the like. I can't talk. Speaking is hard. Elenesfia's new outfit is amazing. It's the simplified version of the Gathering set. I say simplified version because it's missing a few pieces. Though the Hetsaro would have surely put two and two together, were their cause geological, I measured the area's ether to be certain. There was indeed nothing to suggest recent environmental disruption, but I did notice one anomaly. A strong etheric signature to the east. Moving across the plain, albeit slowly. Large animal, perhaps? What do you think, Koana? Given where we are, I believe we're dealing with a powerful beast. A predator, perhaps, given the local fauna's behavior. One of the raptors we saw looked like it had a bite taken out of its tail by something with very large fangs. You're starting to scare me. It couldn't be a Turuhetso? Turuhetso? Ronique Reaver in the common tongue. Our people have several names for such creatures. Fangs that steal Hetso in the night is another evocative one. Ronique can fend off many predators with their horns, but not the Turuhetso. Their scales are tough as adamant, and neither horn nor arrow can pierce them. A well-toothed carnivore with an unusually tough hide. I cannot recall any such fauna in this region. They usually roam the wilds in the northeast, and most herds keep well clear of them. I can't tell you why this one is so far from home and its pack both. In any case, I believe the source of the Ronique's consternation is clear, as is our next move. We must drive this reaver away, that they might return to their grazing lands in peace. That sounds like a fight. Never fear. We will make certain that the beast threatens you no more. Aww. Wow. That took a turn. Oh, goody. Makes sense for him. Yes! So, oh god, the quest thingy is there. But yeah, see? It's the gathering outfit, but simplified. It's missing the thing that goes across, and then these things. But other than that, it's the gathering outfit. Just without color. I mean, that's not fair. I have a lot of color, so next to this, everything is kind of no color. I like this. Although this is gonna be changed because the current one is. This is not the current set. This is 7.0 set. I need to. That's not the button I meant, but okay. I guess I took a screenshot. All right, warriors. I never noticed how tall Aramville is. You're a Lala. How can you not realize that people are tall? Kat's axe makes her look taller. That didn't help. I'm short. Rumor came out just now that Hazellight's new game, It Takes Two developers, is planning to announce their game at the Game Awards. Ooh, cool. Everything is tall for me, but this perspective is very different. Okay. I want to see what they announce. Okay, so this is gonna be a battle. So hello, arm. Let's see how you can handle this. Doing a bit of stretching for my arm before I do this. Let's hope that that helps. Okay. The Ronique Reaver is a clear threat to the local population. We cannot allow it to roam unchecked. But it won't do for us to go running off in search of it without having made proper preparations. And if others returning from across the plain have spotted it, they may be able to inform us of its recent behavior and where it might be found. Your progress through the upcoming battle will be saved at certain points. In the event that you are defeated, you will be able to try again from the most recent of these. Please note that if you enter battles associated with other quests or log out from the game, this progress will be lost. I do want to mention again, knocking on wood, I have not gotten my daily DC yet, so if I get it in the middle of this, I am going to be pissed. Hi, Shaz. Welcome on in. How are you today? Kat's doctor is going to scream at her for not leaving the game alone and threaten with FF rehab. I took a month off, sort of. I still logged in every now and then to do some small little things, but I've been resting somewhat. That would be funny. I mean bad, yes, right, bad. You guys just want to see me suffer. Okay. Coffee. Praying for DC. You guys. Sure, Aiden.
Help! Help!
I guess we found it.
Hetsu is coming this way! It has beasts across the plains in a panic, and our Ronek are practically paralyzed with fear. We must get them to safety.
We can assist by helping to calm the creatures. Once they're less agitated, it should be possible to hurt them.
And after they're out of harm's way, we'll deal with the Ronek Reaver.
I suggest you remain here to attend to the Ronek when they arrive.
They'll be safe with me. Please, be careful out there.
Make haste! We must protect the Ronek!
Don't worry, we're right behind you.
Oh boy. Yes! I can't move yet. There we go. Okay, where do I need to go? Following others. We must pray. Oh, I missed this music!
There they are!
Hey, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I hope you enjoy it here.
They're terrified. We must do what we can to soothe them.
Stroking. Oh yes, pet the animals. Okay. Then what? Okay.
That herd should be alright. Let's look for stragglers.
Okay.
The Ronek are to rally too. None
I love
shall be
this
left
music.
behind.
Love this music. Okay.
There must be something up ahead. come.
Oh, the birdies. Stop bullying them. Nyeh.
These are no match for the likes of us.
I know. Nyeh. Hang on. Let's get some stuff happening. Oh yes, we're back to fell cleaving. This is what got me into this mess. Oh? Oh, hello. Can I hit everything? Oh. There.
You're mine.
Well, actually. Oh, I miss playing this game. Ooh, hello. We've got a lot of friends here. Get in here. Nope, don't you dare. Nope. I don't care about your AoEs.
All or nothing then.
Nyeh. Oh, I see. You're gonna do something like that. I see. Well, have at it then. Nice.
It seems that did the trick.
There we go.
For the fodder at least. But where's...
Oh, come on in, Simpika. Ooh, cool
Look
looking.
there! We've got a big one coming!
Impenetrable scales and wicked fangs. That's a Ronak Reaver, and no mistake.
Don't you dare!
That one there.
He doesn't seem to even care.
Not so fast. Even should it cost me my life. I will save the head soul!
Kona! Are you alright?
Do not concern yourself with me. Get the Ronek to safety.
There. You've nothing to fear.
Oh yes.
Right.
And about
Let's finish the job.
sure. Oh yes. Taste my big axe
Made a
with.
vow to our people. You shall plague them no longer!
Taste my axe that has butterflies flying around it. This part of the music sounds like FF10. All right, let's do it.
You find the vow of reason is not without resolve.
Damn it! Not even a scratch.
Nyeh.
Buy me some time to think, will you?
Sure.
Must have a weakness. I will find it.
And snare.
Keep it busy. I need time.
Oh, sure.
Right. Go for the legs.
Okay. I see. Okay. Let's see.
Now we just have to keep it pinned. The thinking corner.
A protective current of ether. But whence does it flow?
We've done no damage to them.
I've got it!
Yeah? Can you break it? Ooh!
One well-placed piercing round to the chest and... You're done for!
That's a different level of machinist.
That's them the flow.
Hello? Oh yes, we are doing damage. Yes, let's pop those ones in, then this. Yes. Fell, cleave them to the death.
Still not backing down, huh? Fine with me.
Oh, hello. I see. Oh! Okay. I see. Okay. Cool. Oh. Primordial roar. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh god.
It's going to hurt.
Eh. There we go. Again? Again? What if we just kill it before? Yes!
We did it. The Etso, are they?
The Ronek have all made it to MagiKat. Hunters are scouring the area for any remaining threats, but the local fauna appear to have calmed down.
We cannot thank you enough for your timely aid. You, most of all, Vow of Reason. We feared you would be loath to take direct action, yet you didn't hesitate to put your life on the line for our Hetzo.
I did no more than is a Dawn servant's duty. The ethereal conductivity of those scales is astounding. I dare say we could repurpose them to create a device that emits controlled pulses of ether.
Ether resembling that of the predator the Ronek fear most.
Ah.
It might work. If we struck the right balance, we would have the means to deter the Ronek from approaching the railroad without causing them undue distress.
Incredible! Kona, you've done it again.
I must say, I was hoping I'd never have to see one of these again. Still haven't forgotten the last one. And it's been more than 20 years now. I had come as a trader to the camp in Lozeni Hetta. A camp that was obliterated in an instant by that monster.
Lozeni Hetta. That's where the Pelu trader found me as a babe. Please, can you tell me what you saw?
As I said, I had traveled there to trade with our fellow Hetzaro. Like us, they followed the Ronek. And like us, they were visited by a reaver. The fiend struck like a whirlwind in the night. It was chaos. I grabbed some token belongings and bolted in a panic, thinking only of getting as far away as possible. But even in my panicked state, I could not help but notice the young couple racing the other way. toward the fell creature. "We'll distract it," I heard one cry. "Save our son! Save the Hetzo!" After that, nothing but the pounding of my heart and feet and Rodak thunder. I ran and ran. As the sun broke the horizon, I found myself separated from both man and beast. Windborne words say that a group of survivors reunited with their remaining Ronak and have long since moved on. But still more were never seen again, including the brave couple. Or so the story goes.
And what became of their child?
I'm afraid I don't know. But if he wasn't with the survivors, even if he lived through that night, the wilderness wouldn't have been kind to a little one out on his lonesome.
Maybe not. But perhaps a passing Pelu would. And one day, even a Dawn servant himself. All these years, I was convinced that my parents had left me behind to follow after the Ronek. But now I see, they didn't abandon me. They were trying to keep me safe. I've wasted so much time resenting them, when in truth, they gave me everything I have today. It is thanks to them that I live to know the warmth of family, even after they were gone. And now that I am Dawn servant, all of Tuliyola is my family. A family I will always protect, as my parents protected me.
I wasn't ready for that. Game. Can I hug you without triggering the thing? You guys have been busy. Oh god, you guys have been really busy. Took a month of getting yelled at by her friends that she needs to rest. That logging better not be for anything stressful. Yes. Cat logs in. Log off right now, young lady. Oh yes, it's been a wonderful month. Every time I log in, people are just like, no, you're supposed to be resting. Go away. I noticed this patch had less voiced scenes than usual. 6.1 definitely had more. That's interesting. I mean, we haven't had much. Yeah, that's true. You better be resting. Aiden, thank you so much for gifting Simpika a sub. That is very kind of you, thank you. He's kinda stupid despite being so smart. Oh god. I changed my in-game name just... If you've seen a name called Ella Sweet in your friend list, that's me. Oh, I see. Keep it busy. Cat, sure. Me as a white mage. What? Ah! I feel like I have all the solo instances pretty easy since I'm a tank. Koana is so badass. Yeah. Can we eat that thing? Wait, what are we talking about here? Anything can be eaten if you try enough. Wow. Voted best emo. My favorite. Okay. Hi, Sethi. Welcome on in. How are you today? Nice for Koana to get some closure about his past. Yes. Yes. But it's good for him. Hey Aiden, thank you so much for gifting Sethi a sub. That is very kind of you, thank you. Growing up your entire life thinking that you were just cast aside, abandoned. It's better this way. Have you unlocked the new Alliance raid yet? Not yet. I'm gonna do it after MSQ. If Ubao Koana counts us among his family, then he is part of ours. You made felling that Duru Hetso look easy. On behalf of the Hetso, I thank you. No, you should say, thank you, warrior. Because that's the achievement. I've unlocked it like a week ago, but I've not done it yet. I think that's gonna be next stream. But I need to see if I could maybe have a later stream so that Blue could join us. I would really like it if Blue could join us. But now with his current work schedule, he has to actually sleep during normal sleeping hours, so he's not able to make it for streams currently. So I would have to do a little bit of a later stream so that it wouldn't be like insanely early for him to wake up. Because my current... The time I started stream today would have been 5 a.m. for him. So if I could push it a little bit further so it wouldn't be so cruel. Would the Savages be later streams too? Probably. Right, he was between jobs last time I talked to him. Yeah. Now he's back to having like a regular schedule, so we kind of have to adjust a little bit. So yeah. He tried to be here for last week for MSQ stream, but he didn't wake up to his alarm. He had an alarm for 5 a.m., but he didn't wake up. He slept through it, so... And this week, he was like, well, he hasn't even done the MSQ at all, like 7.1 MSQ at all, so he's just gonna sleep through this. Lazy! He works hard. He needs his sleep. I don't want to keep him from sleep. He was there in spirit. Aww. Did I read this? Certainly got more than we bargained for when we set out to solve our railroad conundrum. But yeah, I don't know, I've been avoiding evening streams because I'm very much a morning person. I don't know how tired I'm gonna be in the evenings, but I don't know. Maybe we could try a little bit later. I don't know. Not too much though. I don't want it to go too far into the evening though. I'll talk to Blue what kind of a schedule would work for him, and we'll see if we can find a good balance. And yeah, because I would really like for him to be here. I can't imagine how Koana must be feeling right now. That Reaver. You don't suppose it was the same one that... I mean, probably. To know that the Hetzo are safe is more than enough. Yet would it be wrong to hope that in protecting them, we also avenged my parents? It is the least I owe to them after all this time. Kat, I thank you for standing by me as Dawn servant and as the oft imperfect man beneath that mantle. Now, let us return to our... oh my god, talking. Okay, sip of coffee, then we'll try again. I'm not gonna do Savage without him. I need my stacked partner. Aww. Yeah, we need to find a good balance. We need to find a good balance. A little bit later. Because here's the thing. The current start time is, like I said, 5 a.m. for him. Like, he can wake up early, but maybe 5 a.m. is just a little bit too early. So if we can push it a little bit back, a little bit. Congratulations on 900 Twitch followers. I do? I have not been paying attention at all. There's 900 of you guys? Thank you. That's a lot. I need a picto weapon from M4S. I guess we have to make that happen. Almost to 1K. Wow. Wow. That's a lot. That's a lot. Right. Coffee sip. Now, let us return our attentions to the matter we came here to address, shall we? We have removed the root cause of the Ronique straying from their favored grazing, and obtained the tools to devise an additional precautionary measure, a silent whistle, as it were. This whistle must be capable of emitting pulses of ether strong enough that they will shy away from the tracks on instinct, yet not so strong as to drive them into a panic. If we can achieve this, it will be a far sight better than a traditional whistle, more effective and less stressful for the creatures themselves. Even your YouTube is picking up engagements in your FF7 rebirth videos. Yay! I guess I forced some of them to follow Kat after gifting subs. Fair! Yes, 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 yes. Credit to Aiden. And Genshin, well, it has a lot of fans. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Especially the latest video of it that I posted, because that was like the end of, kind of like in FF14 if I posted an end of expansion. You know, it's an end of an area, region. So yeah, that was picking up a lot. Welcome to Cat Stream, where following is mandatory. Yeah. Let us return to Shaloni Station and begin work on it then. But no, seriously, thank you everyone for being here. I love it that you guys like to hang out with me as I cry my way through video games. Thank you. While Lika and his crew will doubtless be relieved to finally have a solution. Need more crying. Wow. Wow. You'll never escape the following fate, like Pipoli can't escape Granny. Oh my god. You meanie pants. Poor Pipoli. I feel responsible. And you guys were like, yeah, do this quest, do this quest, do this quest. Well, I did the quest. Poor Pipoli. This train will be ready in no time. Ah, I always carry a spare pair of spectacles or two, as it can be difficult to find replacements outside of the city. You wouldn't believe how many I went through during the Rite of Succession. Kinda like rude. Oh, Aiden. No. No, I was trying to be nice. A variety of artisans from across Tyrol have come to assist with the railroad, so I foresee no difficulty in creating the whistle that Koana proposed. We need a whistle. You look pleased about something. Good news for the railroad, I take it. So the Ronique were avoiding a predator. Smart ones they are. And Vau Koana's not too bad himself. What with his whistle idea. Sit tight. We'll have this train on the tracks before you know it. Yes? Sit tight, have coffee.
We're ready to go.
Whoa! She looks as good as new.
If I had time to do a proper job, could have really made her shine. Had to cobble together the exterior with spare parts. We refurbished the interior, though. Not that you can appreciate it from out here. But as far as the Ronek are concerned, we've spared no effort. From the ballast to the ties, we've adjusted every bit of the track so she'll run quiet as a field mouse.
You and your crew have worked wonders. Our nation is in your debt.
Come now. If anything, credit's due to Tuliolal. It's thanks to the folk you recruited from every corner of the continent that we were able to get her up and running so quickly. Besides, the ethereal whistle's the true marvel, and we wouldn't have that without the scales you brought us. However grateful you are, know that we're even more thankful.
Right. If we're done talking, let's put this train through our paces.
There's a Ronek up ahead.
Let's see if it's working.
Now, to test our whistle.
On it. Just point it in the general direction and...
It's working.
It's moving away. Meanwhile, our friends over there appear wholly unperturbed.
With this, we can alert those who wander too close without disturbing the rest of the herd.
A roaring success! In a quiet way, like. Then with your permission, Vow of Reason, the Shaktaral Railroad is back in service.
Yay! I love that now we have a really, really, really good story bit in Shaloni. I love that. I feel like Shaloni was really robbed of that in 7.0. I expect that with the Reaver gone, the Ronique will gradually return to their old habits, and we won't see so many approaching the tracks. It is good to see that the whistle will be effective in the meantime, however. Now anyone will be able to come and go from the dome as they please. I can't wait to spread the word in Alexandria. People said this part of the story should have been in 7.0. Imagine if this was the story bit that we would have gone through. That would have led to the whole fixing of the trains instead of, or what the heck we were doing, instead of the thing that we did. Blue plays on the recorder, scaring away the Ronique. Oh my god. Let me see, what did I miss again? Still doesn't change the pacing issue. Fair. But it would have maybe made more sense because it would have been something that mattered more than what at that time felt like a very random thing. I actually really enjoyed the spaghetti westerner bit. I feel like for me it was just so disappointing because it was not because of the story being bad at that point. It was because we were at such a hype moment, and then the game was like, no, we're not gonna do anything about that. Let's just do this random thing instead. So it just, I think that caused it for me. With that, I believe our work here is done. The fine people of Shoktaral Railing can take it from here. The folks that Valkoana brought in to help rebuild the railroad have already returned home, but I hope we can give them a ride someday. But like I said, I really love that we were able to bring some good quests, a good story bit to this area. It felt like a random side quest. Exactly. A frustrating one after you had just seen the scene at the entrance with something jaw. Exactly. Exactly. For a while there, we were real worried that we'd never get the railroad running again. But now that the test drive was such a success, we can breathe easy and start hauling people to and from the dome. First Shaloni, and then the continent. Watch out, Shoktaral, here we come. I share the sentiment, but we've got a mountain of work ahead of us to ensure smooth operations. Time to get back to it. The efforts of all here today have not gone unnoticed. Once more, I thank you. As for our own work, I trust you can handle matters in Alexandria, Lamati. It won't be as I once envisioned, but perhaps someday we can take that train journey to Yassulani together. Aww. Crossroads! It's name drop! It's name drop! This is the name of the patch. So this is the last quest, I'm assuming? Playing Trails series, and Trails does a great job at hype moments, but the side quests, most of them are relevant and cool, but some are the ones about fishing and cooking. Fishing always ruining everything. I've never played any Trails games, but they are on my list. Never want to stand still. Wuklama is ready to race back to Alexandria. Well, it's possible that Shale's made some headway by now, and regardless, we should spread word that the railroad's been restored to service. Shale? What do you have her working on? Kuloja's mother. I'd feel the same in his shoes. Have felt the same. Some questions are painful to leave unanswered. There's no cause to look at me like that. The Kafkiwa we met may have only been a simulacrum, but her memory was real. Oh my god, I just noticed this! He's carrying that in his backpack. Oh, this is gonna make me cry. Mommy keychain. I didn't notice that before. I love that they did this shot for people like me who just did not notice and really like shines a light to it. Like, look at it. ones you mean are Tales of. Trails is different. Are you talking to me? Because if you're talking to me, both of them are on my list. Both. So weird to see them mention Alexandria in this context. I just think of FF9 Alexandria. Trails should be on your list. It is. Trails First is getting a remake in 2025. Just announced. And I'm gonna annoy you once it releases. Oh, really? Well, I need to look into that then. Yeah, see, Trails and Tales of both series are on my list already. Or do you mean Trials of Mana? You're trying to twist it into something else. Do you want to know something? That's on my list too. My list is huge. I was confused about Trails and Tales and thought it was a bit from FF14. No, they're their own series. I've not played either of them, but they're on my list. What's on my list? Everything. It feels like that. It feels like that. It's even more confusing now. I have a lot on my list. Because it's basically like I see randomly somewhere, I see something that I think looks cool. I add it to my list. It's huge. But now I'm actually feeling like I have a plan. Now I have a plan that will allow me to actually make progress with my backlog. So next year is gonna be game changing. Mark my words. Your plan is to play Silent Hill 2 Remake? I mean, it is on my list. It is on my list. I really feel like when people ask me about, are you gonna be playing that game? And whenever I say the words, it's on my list, I feel like that phrase has lost all of its meaning because there's so much there. Like, I really feel like when I say that to people, it doesn't mean anything anymore. I'm glad to see games which are completely unknown to me before. Yes! Also this, he's carrying Kafkio with him. Yes, the keychain! Can't wait for you to start playing Kingdom Hearts 3 though. So I'm not gonna go into too much detail about this plan yet because this is not 100% certain, but if everything goes as I am currently planning, Kingdom Hearts 3, or in general my continuation of Kingdom Hearts would be starting in the beginning of February. There is a plan. Next year is going to be game-changing, mark my words. Heard it here first, folks. Kat's gonna play a different game. Yes, I am. Different games. She's traveling with him. Yeah. 2 months until Kingdom Hearts. Yes, if everything goes as planned. Yes. I have a plan. Also, if everything goes as planned, there's going to be one game before that. A short one. But there would be one game before that. The plan is to not get another tennis elbow. Yes! Yes. I needn't search for what she left behind, because she left it with me. And I will carry it always. speaking of things you're carrying, oh, it's really shining a light here. Yes. Is that a teeny tiny Kafkiwa? What? No. It is merely a token from Alexandria. Our friends in Oblivion would not take no for an answer, and I thought it was as good as a souvenir as any. Whatever you say. For what it's worth, I think it's a nice way to bring her with you on your travels. Yes. Well, you're off to the dome now, aren't you? I thought I might join you for a time, see if there is aught I can do for the people there. Much changed though it is, I still consider it my home. Of course, we can give you the full story on the way. In the back room. Oh, we're going back to Solution 9. Yes. Ooh, do you guys have anything new to say? You must be exhausted. Shall I nip out for an emergency tonic? So Zoral Jha was conducting secret research in Ueyawata. Yes. I have some memories of the place from my childhood. Glad you're back. We wouldn't want to keep Guloja here waiting any longer than necessary. Aaronval is wearing his Kafkiwa. That makes me happy. I know, that makes me happy too. Looks like we arrived at a good time. They should turn the back rooms into the meme in one of the future patches just to mess with us. What do you mean? Into what meme? I feel like I'm missing something. A simple yet elegant solution, and thus is the railroad back in operation. Meanwhile, Shale has nearly finished processing the data. She will be able to share her findings with us imminently. Oh, hi! I'm interrupting something, I gather. Why, Shtola, what brings you here? I've seen enough of the gate in the Skydeep Xeno for now, so I'm shifting my investigation to living memory. While there, I thought I would do well to have the company of an expert on Electrode. I'd like to take a closer look at the place myself. I can join you once we've finished here. Is the next patch gonna be about living memory? Please let it be about that. I want to transform that place into something other than a dead memory. Let's bring a new life to that place. Let's build it up for the living instead of having it be a shrine for the dead. Please. Take a plow to it and plant beans? Oh yes, I would be okay with that. Lest you fear I've forgotten, once I've made headway with living memory, the key in your keeping shall be the next subject of my scrutiny.
There was a mountain of data to sift through, much of it tantalizing, I admit. But it will take time to fully decrypt everything that piques my interest, so to answer our immediate question, I've been concentrating my efforts on the audio saved by Taishul Jah herself. While I've not listened to it yet, I have a selection ready for playback. Would you like to hear it now?
Yes, please.
All right. Several audio files will now play in sequence.
Oh god. Please reserve enough time to listen to them all in their entirety. We got our movie time warning. In dialogue, I love that.
My name is Taishul Jah, and I decided to record this to help me put my thoughts in order, I suppose.
Mother?
Officially I was a Virgin with the Lance Guard. I was part of a contingent dispatched to Yasulani to hunt a Tural Vidral that was wreaking havoc. After our mission was complete, I elected to remain. It was the perfect opportunity to document the geographic distribution of medicinal herbs in this region. Or so I said when requesting special dispensation. In truth, I could not bear to return to Tuliolal. I had hoped to aid Commander Zoralja in the right of succession, but he did not so much as look my way. I was never in contention, of course, one of the nameless many in his army. To go back and face that reality was too much for me, so I ran. And in my cowardice, I stumbled upon this path. A path that changed my life. When the dome appeared, I found myself trapped within and reunited with my commander. How am I to speak of Commander Zoralja? I admired him. His incontestable strength, his unwavering focus. He was a man of great passions. I watched him, captivated by his intensity. From afar, I would not dare approach. And in watching, I came to know him. His eyes too sought the distance, but not as mine did. He yearned not for another, but something else, beyond the horizon. That gaze would never fall upon me. I knew. The experiment will soon proceed to its next phase, and when it does, as he promised, I will have my heart's desire. Today. It should have been today. A new beginning. What I have dreamed of for so long. I hold a future in my arms. If you could see him, embrace him, surely that would be enough. So full of hope I was. A foolish hope.
its scales are blue.
He's your son.
No, I can't. I don't know how. How could I? How? To raise a child, be a father. I don't. I can't. No! No! Get it away from me. Get that thing away from me!
That thing?
Shh. It's all right, little one. Papa was just surprised. That's all. He'll come around. We'll be a happy family. Can you look at shouting for me? The research hasn't been going well, but I can't let him take it out on my baby. Hush now, little one. I know I look just where I do.
That's all of them.
He was abandoned, the poor dear. We found him in the drift downs a few years ago.
We know some manner of accident happened at the facility after this was recorded. Perhaps your mother couldn't come back for you.
Hey, Gololcha.
I'm fine, Lamachi. Father and mother, they were both so lonely. If we could have been together, maybe they wouldn't have been. But sometimes things don't work out, no matter how hard you try. I can't tell if I'm happier now. But it's better to know, I think. Thank you, everyone.
So many of our main characters in this expansion come from such broken, dysfunctional, or destroyed families. Hi, Vault. Welcome on in. How are you today? Oh my god. I need to scroll back. Gonna tag you on the Trail's first video on Discord. Got it. Shale VA is great. I love her voice. Yes. Shale is gonna become the new member of Science. I just know. She's got the vibe. She was trying to baby trap him. She used Gulolja. Yes. So many mixed feelings. While baby trapping is awful, 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 you still take care of your flesh and blood. Those are not easy situations. Exactly, which is why it usually works. That's so, like... It's just... How can you really think that that can create something good? Or that it would be beneficial for the child? That's just not... Used and abandoned by his own scale and blood. Guloja is so strong. Otis was his true father. Yes, yes, yes. Otis was good. Absolute Kikachet mental fortitude. The smallest ones have the biggest hearts, yes. Instead of feeling sorry for himself, he felt sorry for his parents. Small body, small heart. Imagine Tataru meeting Shale, the world domination that will happen. What a mess. If the dome had not appeared, Teshalja's tale would have been very different. Yet whether or not she would have been happier, I cannot say. You may find it hard to believe, but until the rite of succession, Soralja was a good brother to me. Always. And I thought that Papa was the best father anyone could ask for. I don't want to think the time we spent together as family was a lie, but by the same token, the bitterness my brother harbored was all too real. It's okay. I wanted to know more about my parents, and now I do, and I don't regret it. I have Lamati and Kawana and Yukat. I'm not lonely now. Teshalja left written records as well. I'll compile them for Gulolja. Perhaps something in them will be of comfort. No matter how brave a face Gulolja puts on, I expect it will take him time to come to terms with this. He is a strong one, though. You needn't worry too much. Why leave such a record, you ask? I cannot be certain, but I believe Teshalja simply wanted someone to know how she felt, to understand. It's better to know? A profound response for one so young. Though I wish he didn't have to be, Gulolja is indeed wise beyond his years. Yet one never outgrows the need for dependable companions. It is fortunate that he has you. Thank you, Shale. Because of you, I got to hear my mother's whole story. You heard it because you were brave enough to listen, Gulolja. If you remember one thing, remember that. Now then, having shared what I can at present, I am ready to head to living memory when you are. I'm planning to be thorough, so we will need to stop for supplies on the way. That said, I promise we won't remain over long. I know we all have much and more to attend to. For now, farewell. A word before you leave? Sure. Our network's already spreading word of the railroad. We expected people would be clamoring to get on the first train back. Yet the reaction's been the polar opposite. Scant few seem inclined to depart Alexandria anytime soon. What? When we spoke before, you said many from Tuliolal were eager to reunite with their friends and family. Maybe they're concerned about getting through Vanguard? If so, we could take turns accompanying them. In any case, we need to speak with the people ourselves. Let's start at Lee Node 9. Okay. So to the Aetherite. FYI, I still want to burn this town to the ground. But it's so cool looking, look at it. Wait, that's our raid building, isn't it? It's still built on the death and suffering of countless souls. They already lost Alexandria. You want to take more from them? There may still be people gathering in Praxis Park. Let's try there first.
People look uneasy. Did something happen?
Have you heard? Someone was killed in the Thunder Yards.
The Thunder Yards was one of the hunters slain by a beast.
It was a hunter, all right. And a veteran at that. But it was no fiend that did him in. Only a random bolt of lightning.
Such a senseless way to die. They say that he expended his last soul cells during Zaraljar's attack on the city.
For an upright, hard-working man to meet such an unceremonious end, it feels wrong.
But we'll be fine, won't we? Even if the system no longer erases our memory of the departed, the regulators continue to function. I shan't go before my time. Growing old and passing peacefully with the help of the ushers is only natural.
Well, you may think so, but how are we to know? We have no memory of those who have gone. More may have met violent deaths than passed from old age, and we would be blissfully unaware.
True.
It could happen to you, or me, to any of us.
Then what are we to do? Spend every waking moment thinking only of how we might die?
With time, I had hoped that they'd be able to adjust to their new situation. But it's only gotten worse.
Look! It's Queen Sphene!
What?
What?
Help, Queen Sphene! The grown-ups are really upset, and I don't know what to do.
I see that you are as kind-hearted as ever, Nico. Never fear. I'm here to set things aright.
I don't
Music.
understand. Sphene is gone. Forever. You there, Gusson. You were the Queen's aide, weren't you? What's the meaning of this?
Hey, Frankaboom, welcome on in. How are you today? And thank you so much for the resub for 19 months. Sphene! Yes, yes, that is the vibe right now. What's the meaning of this? Exactly. What the heck? Don't get my hopes up. She's back for the X. Fake! Kill her! Kill her with peas and fire! Wow. What happened?
Begging your pardon, Vow of Resolve. But Her Majesty Queen Sphene is paying visit to her people, as is her wont.
We just had a funeral for her.
What are you talking about? Sphene is dead. You officiated the funeral yourself. We all placed flowers to mourn her passing.
A funeral? For Her Majesty? What a curious jest. You know full well that ceremony was to commemorate those lives lost during the attack of Alexandria.
What the heck is going on here?
Her Majesty walks among her people that she might support them in this most trying of times. Surely that is not cause for consternation.
Your Majesty, won't you free us from these terrible memories of the departed? This is no way to live, not for us, nor our children.
I wish that I could. Truly I do. But with living memories shut down, even I cannot restore the system that once afforded us that comfort. You needn't fret, however. I have prepared an alternate solution.
All of us shall be made endless.
I have created a new system that allows you to transplant your memories directly into an ethereal vessel. One not reliant upon soul cells. This way, you need never again fear death. You may live as you please, and for as long as you like. Our stores of ether are, at present, not sufficient to provide this boon to everyone. But some of you received neo-regulators for the funeral ceremony, did you not? And there are still more we have yet to distribute. 5,000 in all. One day soon, those with neo-regulators will be called to join the Endless, and thence be free of suffering forevermore.
But only 5,000 of us?
You Victral! The real Sphene would never be content to save only some of her people. Who are you?
I am Sphene, the Queen of Reason.
Oh, I hate that they made her creepy. I hate that they made her creepy. But it works. Damn it.
Let's return to the back room. I need to calm down, and then we'll talk.
Oh yeah, that's an evil smile. That's your living memory renovation you asked for, Kat. Oh my god, no, not that, no. She was always creepy, no. Run, Vulcan! Did the music sound familiar? Which one? I'm not sure when that message came, so I don't know which music was playing. That's not Sphene, that's Sphere! Oh my god. There's not to report yet, but we have all eyes and ears out in Everkeep and Heritage found. Sphene was erased. If she's back, then are the Endless? Seriously, what was that? Queen Sphene has returned? How? You saw Sphene with your own eyes then, so it wasn't someone else. We've heard about the Queen of Reason's proclamation. The rumors spread through the district like wildfire. I need lip balm, my lips are dry. Without the Meso terminal, how does she propose to create new Endless? We must contact Ishtola as soon as possible. The band theme, Prima Vista Band? That was playing? I can't remember. I was so focused on her being back, that kind of took all this brain power I had. I'll see it in the recording. Wait, did I read this? Yes. So, sounds like 7.2 is going to be very much about living memory, which I'm all for that. Same as when you met her the first time. You know the music that, the FF9 music that plays every time we see her? Are you talking about that one? We only caught the proclamation from a distance, but I can tell you that the message about new regulators was received with utmost clarity. Yes, that one. Oh yes, I did notice that one. It couldn't have been Sphene. She should have been destroyed when the Meso terminal shut down. Without a single Alexandrian to bear witness, presented with an identical figure claiming to be their beloved queen, it's no surprise that they would choose to believe she's alive. I swear to God, if this is their way of bringing Xenos back once more, I'm gonna lose my mind. When Sphene appeared, it was the ASEAN theme that played now. I remember the FF9 music playing, but as for exactly at what in which shot, I have to go check the recording. Asiantim came after. Ah. What is troubling, however, is their denial that the funeral was held in her honor. This is as if her memories have been erased. I mean, you kind of have to if you want to make it seem like she's still alive. Or alive. Given that the members of Oblivion remain unaffected, that was likely the work of the regulators, but by whose design? Someone smart enough to play at being the Queen of Reason. In that guise, even if some suspect deception, most of Alexandria will be on her side. We need to find out who she really is. While I agree wholeheartedly we should avoid drawing more attention than we already have, we must be patient until Oblivion's network turns up a lead, or until our self-proclaimed queen makes her next move. We have to find out who she really is in 4 months' time. No! This is... Oh, right. Give me the crit. We're gonna have to wait for so long. We're gonna have to wait for months. Well, for me, it's a little bit less since I'm doing this so late now. Meanwhile, in living memory, what's going on in here? Who? That's Ishtola and Shale, right?
Where am I?
You're in living memory.
My people. Are they safe? Why am I?
What? In fear of death, the people turn to Queen Reborn, their fates. Queen Reborn? Oh no, that is just cruel! We're gonna have to wait for months. I'm not used to this. Please look forward to it. I got caught up with MSQ. I think it was in 6.4. I'm not used to cliffhangers. Cat in despair. Now we're gonna wait months for the cliffhanging. Imagine if that's not Sphene, but Garnet from 9. Oh my god, yes! Yes! Imagine being caught up with the game. So that was happening while the thing in Solution 9 was happening. She said my people. So that's supposed to be Sphene? What the heck is going on? On the other hand, that made me at least find your stream, wanting to see others' reaction of him. Aww! Garnet versus Sphene in 7.2. I always wondered how people who finished ARR felt when they waited for Heavensward. Now I feel like I know. Can I draw your attention to something that you don't need to show on stream? Look up the Enigma Codex from Alexander. Does the material not look familiar? Enigma Codex for Alexander. I can't remember how to get to that. It was collections. There's collections somewhere. The collection. The Unending Codex? Are you talking about this? Enigma Codex. That's different. Now to unlock the Alliance, right? We're gonna do the Alliance next week. Search it on Google. Okay, I will do that. I will do that, and I will come back to you on Discord probably. Alright. Which that kind of reminds me, I have a lot of reading to do. I have not been reading my codex here. There's probably gonna be a lot of juicy stuff in here. Oh my god. A pity Ishtola was not present for Spheen's return. A cursory glance at the imposter's ether would have doubtless been enough to confirm our suspicions beyond a doubt. Can Ishtola tell if the one that she's seeing in living memory is real? And a new short story dropped today. I still have not read any of them, because I was kind of thinking of reading the lore books first, which you guys can't see that, but I have all three of the lore books, the Encyclopedia Eorzeus, and I'm still working my way through the first one. I have a lot of reading to do. I was gonna read those. They make novels about 14 too. They make those short stories, yeah. I have not read any of them yet. I'm gonna show you my pile of reading I need to do. This is gonna keep me busy for a while. I'm still working through these. Oh my god, these are heavy. See, I have a bookmark. I have a Winnie the Pooh bookmark. I'm working on the first one. I'm gonna read these first, and then I'm gonna read the short stories. Oh my god, these are heavy. These are so freaking heavy. Those look expensive. They're not that expensive. They're like a regular book price. I don't think they're that expensive. The lore books Kat is carrying are, well, lore. Yes, these are very much just lore. I can't even show all of them. Too much. They're pretty. They're so pretty. Need to spend time at the gym. Mind that elbow. Gonna get a tennis elbow from reading. The pages are well designed. Show the pages. They are. I love it. It looks like an old book. They are. This is Thavnir. I love this. So good. Reading about all this stuff. I love it. I love it. So well designed. Yes, and I love how they look. They're so pretty. Look how pretty they are. But yeah, these have been kind of something that I read before bed. Which, oh my god, these are so heavy. Oh. I think I'm sweating now. The same lore you find in-game but condensed in one place. Yes, but plus it has all the like for someone like me who has really no memory at all, like if I get lore bits as I'm going through the game, I forget half of it. So for me, connecting information is super hard. So having something like that where I can read about a specific thing, the whole thing in its entirety, instead of having it being like sprinkled here and there and then having me connect it all together, is really helpful for me. It helps me to understand the big picture of what the heck has been going on in the history of this world. I love it. Bedtime stories, they are bedtime stories for me because I read them before bed. Practically a textbook. Those are huge. These are huge. These are huge. I mean, if you compare them, like they're huge. Yeah, there's a lot. And I love the artwork in these. They're so cool. Yeah, I love them. Kat should stream reading the lore books for us. That would take a while. I've always thought that about 14 lore. It gives as much as you give it, as in the more you dig, the more gold you find. Yes. Kat sitting in a comfy chair by the fireplace, drinking coffee and reading about FF14 lore. Oh yes. Do controllers normally disconnect after a while of not using them on a PC? My Xbox controller does. I still need to read FF7 Traces of Two Pasts. I have not read any of that either. A short story reading pre-Christmas? Sounds like a Christmas stream of me reading short stories. I will consider it. We'll see. Alright. It's about Tifa and Aerith's pasts. Are they like canon stories, or are they like someone just came up with it? Anyways, let me get myself... Oh, it's again to be continued. Oh no. I'm gonna get myself home. They're canon. Ooh. Okay. Puts it on her list. Oh, back home again. Alright, that was actually perfect timing because I aim to stop stream at 6 p.m. my time and it's right now 5:56 p.m. so that was perfect. That cliffhanger though. What the heck is going on? Now I'm not scared to ask these questions because nobody knows. I can't get spoiled. How will we live without knowing anything for months? I don't know. Who are these people? Who are these people? Oh my god. My bed is Asian. Well, here's the thing. I don't know if you guys remember, but before 7.0 was released, they did advise us to refresh our memory of everything we know about Asians. They did tell us that. So I'm thinking, yeah. Something to do with them, at least. No, not Asians. No, they wanted us to refresh our memory on the Convocation of 14. specifically. Yeah, well, I mean, my bet is Xenos. I swear to God, if Xenos comes back one more time, I'm gonna... I have my theories, but I don't know if we're allowed to say them. I mean, at this point, since none of us knows anything, everything is just speculation. I don't think it's a spoiler to say anything, because nobody knows. It's all speculation. I actually think it's Oblivion, the secret organization that made Endless and Sphene first. Huh. The same ASEAN that created the Enigma Codex. Yoshipi, I believe, said we are not done with ASEANs. I remember them saying that, you know, like remember it. No, it was like remember everything you know about the Convocation of 14. Like somehow like that they did say. And I was so confused going through Dawntrail when I was like, this has nothing to do with it. Why did we need to keep that in our like memories? Sphene suddenly out of nowhere blurts out a test of your reflexes. I feel like the story arc we're going on is finding out what Azem was doing during the final days and what solutions they were coming up with since we saw the mark of Azem on the key. Alright, fair enough. I'm going to guess an evil plot by 3 Lalas in a dress pretending to be Sphene. It's always the Lalas. Remember that we once lived. And I'm one of them. My God. Oh, this is so weird. I'm caught up with story again. Yeah, sure. I can wait for months. When is 7.2? Somewhere in March? That's gonna take a while. Tataru to be revealed as head of the All ASEANs and the one truly pulling the strings. March, April. It's the beginning of December. We got the Between patch before that. Yeah, but that's not gonna have MSQ. We still have Hildy that will come out in 2 weeks. Oh, that's perfect. Because next week we're gonna do the Alliance. So week after Hildy. I don't know when the exact date is. I don't know how they align. Gives me time to finish getting all combat jobs to 100. All? I am nowhere near that. This is my combat jobs currently. I have 2. At 100. You know, the best ones. White Mage is almost there. Battle on a bigger bridge? We get the Chaotic Alliance raid on Christmas Eve. 9 levels away from being done with Red Mage. I got all but 2. Astra is at 95 and Sage is at 90. Oh, yeah, I'm See, my focus has been on this side. Can we talk about this side? This is the true end game. This is the true end game. Beastmaster coming soon as well. Oh, right. You're 10 levels away from being done with Blue. That, I read that so wrong and I was like, wait, what? Yeah. Yeah. I have some stuffs to do. No crafters or gatherers at 100 yet, though. Yeah, for me, this was the first thing I did. So far, favorites are Warrior, Dancer, and White Mage. Those are my favorites so far. I'm preparing for my ceremony of eternal bonding in a couple of hours. Oh my god, that's awesome! Time to trails is the Azure. Thank you, Maida, for being here. And enjoy the game. My next plan is to level up Astro, then Viper, and most likely Dancer. Warrior is OP. Warrior is OP. Warrior is the best. I feel like, yeah, Warrior, Dancer, White Mage is like my holy trinity. Those are like absolutely my favorite jobs that I just love so much. And everything else just kind of comes after that. I basically soloed the second boss in the 93 dungeon with a warrior. I remember when I was going through Dawntrail, I feel like it was in every dungeon I had to solo at least one boss. I have very, like the last boss of Alexandria, the dungeon. I have such fond memories from that because I soloed it. Yeah, I soloed it from like, was it like from 38% or something? I soloed it afterwards. And this was like pretty much on release, so it was with basically minimum item level. Not like it is now. I think next year I'm gonna have all battle jobs to level 100. Well, the thing with me is though, I'm not actively leveling my jobs. What I'm doing is I'm just doing my completionist journey of doing all the achievements and stuff like that, and I'm kind of naturally getting XP as I'm doing those. So I'm not like leveling them, I'm just naturally leveling them. You know, it's slower, but I was just thinking about it, like if I want to get all the achievements in the game anyway, there's really, it's kind of a waste of time to be leveling jobs separately like that when I then have to go and do all of this content that would have leveled them up naturally anyway. You even had to almost solo the last trial. Oh right, that too. You get a free mount for all combat jobs at 100. Yes. Also easier, quicker if you remember to pick up your Wondrous Tales books. I usually do, but during this past month, as I've been not able to play, the only battle content I've done in the past over a month, well, since I got my tennis elbow, has been what I did today and what I did during last stream, basically. So yeah, I have not been doing them right now, but when I'm not, you know, when I don't have my arm broken, I do those every week. Because there's an achievement for it. You also get free mounts from leveling all tank jobs and doing X duties with each of them. Oh yes! Oh yes. Oh yes. Where are... They're not in battle, they're in character. Wait, no. Where are they? I forget. No, these are these ones. These are like leveling stuff. That's not what I'm looking for. It's battle. Dungeons? Or is it general? My god, there's a lot to do. Oh yes, these ones. Where's warrior? Thank you, warrior. Oh, 212. I still need to do a lot of warrioring to get it. And then, you know, Dark Knighting as well, which I have not done that much. Or Paladining. There are all these different kinds. Oh, I got the one warrior one already. I have one warrior mount already, but I don't have this one. I have the other one. But I'm a tank main, so I'm gonna get those naturally as well, eventually, so. But anyways, I am hungry. I am gonna go have my Friday night pizza. And yeah, next week stream. I will get back to you on that one. Next week the plan is to do the Alliance raid. That is the plan. But as for the exact timing of the stream, I want to talk to Blue. Because I would really love it if he could be here with us for that. So if I need to maybe push back the stream an hour, 2, or something like that, maybe even more, I don't know, to make it work, then I might. But I will be announcing on Discord as soon as I know at what time it's gonna be. But yeah, I'm gonna see if we can find a time that would work for Blue as well. Not a tank main, but got all tank mounts. Nice. Need to start theory crafting what jobs for next expansion will be soon. Ah. Have a delicious after stream dinner. Yes. Tank is my secondary job, main heal. Send our creepy internet love to Blue when you speak to him. Wow. That, I actually think I have to screenshot that and send that to Blue because that was beautifully said. I just need to get over my anxiety. This is how I got rid of my anxiety. I just started doing extremes. And then savage. And then look at that, there's no anxiety anymore. I had huge anxiety before I started tanking. Now I have nothing, so it really is just push through it, just do it, it'll get easier. Now you get anxiety when you're not able to tank. I know, I want to tank. Like, during that solo fight that I did today, I was like, I kept thinking like how much I miss doing this. I miss this so much. Like, I want to be back. I want to be back doing all of this battle content. I want to be back. I hope he understands that it's a joke. Oh yes, he does. He does. Don't worry. I think most of us in here did push you to tank though. Well, in that case, I would like to thank all of you because that was the best decision ever. I absolutely love Warrior so much. But I do love Dancer as well. Anyone who's new here, Dancer was my main before Warrioring. I miss dancing. I miss dancing. I do definitely want to do more content as a dancer as well. I will continue to be a warrior main, but I need to squeeze in some dancer content as well. Maybe I'll do like roulettes or stuff like that as a dancer every once in a while too. Switch it up. I want to go for Fru. No luck with finding group for Quickish Prog. Oh, I'm sorry. But yeah, anyways, next stream is gonna be next week. I normally say same place, same time. It's definitely gonna be same place. And I would say that it's still gonna be a Friday, but it might be at the same time, or it might be an hour later, 2 hours later. It might be a little bit later, depending on how my discussion with Blue will go. Because obviously it would be nice if he could be here. It might be the same time, but it might not. Yes, it will be the same place, and it will be the same day, like Friday. And it's not going to be earlier. Let's put it that way. It's not going to be earlier, but it might be a little bit later. Just to give Blue some more time to sleep. But yeah, that's the plan. And also, in case we have new people here, if you're not on our Discord, please come and join us. The link is now in chat. If you're not subbed to my YouTube, go do that as well. I have all of my playthroughs in there, including my entire journey through this game, starting from character creation. And yeah. I remember tanking some ARRX with you on Pepper, and when you started to doubt the tanking, we didn't allow you to go back to DPS. Yeah. Thank you. I love tanking. I can't, it sounds weird, but considering most people have tanxiety, which I understand 100%, I used to have tanxiety, I understand it. But it's so funny to think right now that tanking is where I feel the most comfortable. Like, it's my comfy spot to be a tank. If I'm not a tank, I'm like, I don't know what the heck I'm doing anymore. So yeah, thank you everyone for being here today and hanging out with me, and oh my god, what a cliffhanger we have. And yeah, have an amazing rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you all next week with the Alliance raid. Alright, bye!